Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at All Seasons Arena. It is a Tuesday night. We have the Scarlets at home facing the Fairmont Tigers, not Fairmont, Farmington Tigers. And they're just finishing up warm-ups. We'll give you a quick look at where we fare. The Tigers will be skating in orange, black, and white. And the Scarlets will be in their white with red accents. And warm-ups just concluded, so the boys will gather up all the pucks. They'll go back in the locker room for about a 13-minute intermission. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice, resurface, and then we'll be set to go for starting lineups and the first period. I usually like to go live right as they're coming down for starting lineups, but I know people are always anxious to go live at 7:15 when puck drop's supposed to be. The JV skated before the varsity tonight. Was not in my schedule to broadcast that one tonight. I'll see if I can maybe do the Friday one. We'll have to see. That'll be Minnesota River, and that should be a good JV game. So I'm hopeful that we can make that one work. But for tonight, we're just going to do varsity, and we're probably going to get somewhere closer to a 7:30 puck drop. But you're here. We're live, and we appreciate you being here. So Farmington, they're a good team. They are ranked, I believe earlier today, I heard a rumor that they are ranked somewhere around 14th in the state in AA. We're single A, if you didn't know that. So this should be a really challenging matchup for the Scarlets tonight. Our boys can play. Well, we saw that in the Duluth tournament. So anything can happen tonight, but it for sure is going to be a challenge. The JV skated to a 6. I'll have to double check. 6-1. Let me double check. Yeah, we skated to a 6-1 loss. Rumor has it that we had about 5 or 6 shots on net. So a pretty lopsided game. So I'm hopeful that the varsity game will be a little bit closer. But the boys for sure are going to have they're going to have a challenge tonight. So we'll see how they do. I'm going to leave this thing open for a little bit. I'm going to just check my equipment and check the feed and make sure we're dialed in. There's a chance I was going to try to do, I might fiddle and see if I can get a camera down behind one of the nets. So I'm gonna play a little bit, and we'll see you back here in about 13 minutes. Make sure you grab a drink, grab a snack. Make sure you're all set to go for the start of the first period. We'll be back here live at, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes. we're trying the new camera, and Liz is going for a walk with the camera. She's going to go down and see if it'll actually work from behind the net. So that'd be Hudson. If you don't know Hudson, that's Hudson. I don't know if we have. We might actually have sound. No. Well, that actually does work. So we might level up our game a little bit and maybe go with a camera from behind the net moving forward. Maybe we'll try that on Friday. We'll see. I'll have to figure out how to get it mounted. But if we can do that, maybe we'll throw a camera at the end of the arena behind the net. We can give that a try. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna try a couple of new things tonight. We'll see how they go. So you tell me if you like. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just let me know. I'm going to turn. Oh shoot! It didn't work. Gosh darn it! It didn't work. Well, good intentions just didn't work out. We'll try it on Friday. I don't know if she got too far away from me with the phone, but it didn't come through like I was hoping it would. So my apologies. We'll try again on Friday. All right, so we're gonna. It didn't work. It didn't work. They're doing the starting lineups. I don't have the mic for it, so I'll announce it as they announce it and let you know who our starters are. Yeah. Ian Hauser, number 1 in goal for Farmington. Number 18, number 9, Sullivan. And Jack Putty, I think is what they said. Jackson Donahue. No, that's just kind of like a. Brecky is going to be our starter. Brooks Bockel, they are defensemen. And Grady Schmidt. Keaton Dorzek at center. Jacoby Tosh. And Brody Cox, our other winger. And that's the starting. And I will do our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go. We are ready to play some hockey. We got the boys doing their huddle around their goalie. And Blake Brecky will be in net for tonight. Starting center will be Keaton Dorzek. Wingers will be Brody Cox and Jacoby Tosh, and the D pair will be Brooks Backel and Grady Schmidt. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have another game on Friday where the Scarlets will host Minnesota River. Minnesota River just happens to be playing Mankato East tonight. So we'll get a good look at how they play after tonight's game. And we are set to go. I'm going to zoom this out. And we are set to go. Georgia on the draw. Farmington wins it. If you're just tuning in, Farmington, this is going to be a tough matchup for the Scarlets. Farmington ranked number 14 in AA in the state. So they're going to be a tough matchup tonight. The Scarlets are going to have to skate hard and play disciplined hockey to stay in this game. We'll see how they do. Schmidt lost an edge as he tried to reverse the puck. Dorzik picks it up behind the net, feeds it over to Tosh. Tosh into neutral ice. He's got Cox with him. He throws it deep, and they're going to go on the forecheck. Tosh tries to get to it, and Farmington bringing it the other way. Cox trying to get in front of things. Farmington back into the Scarlet end. Number 22 puts the brakes on at the point. Keeps it in the zone. Down low, ready there. Farmington trying to get it out. Allman tried to get to it, and Brecky puts it up into the netting. And now enter on the face-off. He's got Allman and Keach with him, and Brelgy and Reddy out there. 15 puts the brakes on. Enter, putting pressure. Down low for Reddy. Reddy around the boards to Keach. Keach off the boards. Good hold at the point by Farmington. And Brecky's going to hold that one. All right, enter on the face-off again. Down low. And Farmington wins it. Poked out to the point, and Schmidt couldn't clear. Now Enter battling for it. Enter gets it out to the point. Held again by Farmington's number 13. Farmington to the near side. Off the glass, and it stays in the zone. Out to Allman. Allman trying to get it loose. Oh, good move by Keach. Keach is going to get it in the zone. Allman's going to go after it. Allman down low. Got Enter with him. Enter trying to get it loose. Tied up on the boards. Allman trying to feed it over to Enter. It goes to Farmington. Farmington's going to be able to clear, go all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. So we'll go back into the Tiger end. And looks like Dorzik back out there with Cox and Tosh. Backel and Schmidt on D. Referee doesn't like the positioning. Tells the boys to get back on their points, and they do. They drop it. Farmington wins a draw. 3 draws in a row for Farmington. Backel holds. Shot deflected by Cox. 3, 4. 4 different shots. Could not find the back of the net. And the Tigers come back down and give a shot onto Brecky, and Brecky's going to cover. Couple good looks there. Zoom in a little bit. We'll see how we do. Dorzik on the draw. Goes to the boards. Around to Tosh on the near boards. Tosh to Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it into the zone and can't. Let me zoom back out. And Cox in the corner, far corner, trying to get it loose. Farmington gets it loose. Allman trying to get in front of things. Going to come out to neutral ice. Number 2 takes it into the zone. Trying to get around Enter. Enter says, ooh. Gets it over to Cox on the other side. Cox trying to find Brelgy, and Farmington able to hold. Good poke check by Enter. Can't get it loose. Allman finally gets it loose. Feeds it. Just out of the reach of Cox. And Farmington able to throw it back into the zone. Now Brelgy reverses. Puck comes off the glass inside the bench. And so we'll get a stoppage of play for puck drop. Now Farmington holds out to the point. Shot goes wide all the way through, untouched. Good move by Keach to Allman. Allman into the zone, puts the brakes on. Allman looking for somebody down low, deflected up high onto the boards behind the net. Keach with a little wraparound, pad save goalie. And now Farmington coming the other way. Gets around Enter. Number 9 into the zone. Number 9 looking for a shot, goes wide and high. And Farmington able to hold the zone. Keach got a piece of it. Allman lost an edge. Goes down. Farmington still with it. Out to the point. Allman there. Takes a big hit. Allman goes down. And Farmington able to hold. No, it came out. So they all have to check up. Schmidt throws it to neutral ice. Farmington picks it up. Now Farmington back with it. And they're going to say ice on that. So we'll take that all the way down into the Tiger end for a puck drop. 12:54. I'll have to adjust the shots on net at the end of the period, but I'm fairly accurate with what I've got so far. Dorzak gets it back to Reddy. Reddy. An errant pass. Reddy has to battle for it, and he does, and then poked away. Enter the backhand right to Farmington, and blocker save up into the netting by Brecky. Farmington down low. Pad save. Brecky goes to the boards. Farmington trying to get it turned out to the point. Number 2 looking for a shot. Brecky with a pad save. Out to the point. Cox trying to get a stick on it. Poked out of the slot. And number 6 is able to pick it up. Skates it behind the net. Thanks, Julia. How's that? Better? Apparently I'm a little rusty coming off of an extended little hockey break. We'll get it dialed back in. My apologies. There is no score in this game yet. And deflected by Hattelstead into the corner. Schmidt there to pick it up. Feeds it to Grassman. Grassman can't find it. Farmington picks it up at neutral ice. Grassman through traffic, gets it into the Farmington zone, goes after it. Farmington drops it the far side. Nice stretch pass to number 6. He's going to put the brakes on. Tries to feed it over to 16. Farmington, they're good at moving the puck. I'll give them that. They tend to be where the puck is. Allman gets it into the zone, and he's going to go after it on a forecheck. Got Schmidt with him. Enter given to Chase. 23 gets it into the zone, poked away by Keach. And they throw it into the zone a little deeper behind the net. Back upside, pad save. Brecky to Allman. Allman gets the rebound into neutral ice. Allman into the zone, looking for a shot. Nice back check by number 3. A good little feed by Enter, trying to find Keach. Couldn't find him through traffic. Going to go to the far boards. Brelgy on a pinch is going to hold. Tried to find Keach, and Farmington goalie is just going to cover that one up. And Keach getting shoved as he's standing on the edge of the crease. And we'll give them a couple more shots. Tosh on the face-off. Gets it to Dorzik. Dorzik, oh, hit Jacoby in the skate. And can't find the stick. Oh, good poke check by Reddy. And number 2 gets it into the zone. From the dot, shot goes to Brecky, and then Brecky has to scramble to get it covered. Yeah, we're not going to do the new camera tonight. We're going to try that again on Friday. I'm going to try to figure out what went wrong with that, because it was working pregame, and then when we needed it, it wasn't working. So we'll try that again on Friday and see how we do. Tosh with it, fed by Cox. Shot, rebound goes out. Sorry, that was too loud. And Jacoby Tosh with the goal. Nice little rebound came out, and Jacoby able to find it. Let me reset my clock here. Got a little excited. I know that never happens. Now enter on the faceoff with Allman. Allman got to it, gets it into the zone. Keach and Allman on the forecheck. And a good hold by Schmidt. Oh, Allman missed the rebound from a shot by Grady Schmidt. Pad save. And all right, now the Scarlets getting sticks on pucks. That's good. Oh, Schmidt tried to feed it over. He fed it right to number 5. Shot, and Brecky makes a save. Out to the point. Farmington throws it down low. Allman trying to get it loose. Farmington holds. Oh, big hit by Keach. Out to the far point. Keach trying to get in front of it. Schmidt got a stick on it. Can't get it loose. Schmidt finally gets it. Throws it to neutral ice. Allman feeds it to Keach, and then poked away by number 22, bringing it into the zone. 22 trying to get around Backel. Goes behind the net, out to the far point. Rister doesn't make it through. Schmidt ties his man up. Enter, comes in, grabs the puck. Farmington there to pick it up. Enter, still on it. Enter, still battling. Schmidt comes in to help. Grady trying to find it. Now Enter's got a, no, Backel goes down for it. And now Allman trying to get it out. Not successful, as it's held at the point by number 9. Allman tried to get to it. Number 9 trying to hold. Allman all over him. Gets it to neutral ice. Oh, big hit. Takes Allman's helmet half off. Number 9 with a big hit in neutral ice. Kind of rattled Allman's cage a little bit. Hopefully he'll shake the cobwebs off. Get back out on the next shift. Out to the point. Near point. Allman trying to get to, no, that was Tosh. Sorry, Tosh with it. And Farmington keeps possession. Tosh steps in front of the pass. Gets it into the zone. He's going to go after it. He's going to get to it. Tosh around behind the net. along the far boards. Reverses for Cox. Comes out, poked away, and Farmington gets away from Rewitzer and all the way down. Ready, throws it to the near side for Tosh. Tosh into the neutral zone. Farmington back into the zone. Now Ready behind the net. Along the boards to neutral ice. Madsen with a couple of good pokes. And Farmington brings it back into the zone. They're going to call off icing on that. Ready with a nice reverse. Gets it to Grassman. Grassman trying to get it loose. To Madsen, back to Grassman, up to Hattelstead. Hattelstead tried to put the brakes on, and number 6 stole it from him. Out to neutral ice. And now Schmidt back for it. Schmidt to Grassman. Grassman touched it up, and puck goes straight up in the air and comes in offside. We're going to go back into the Tiger zone for a puck drop. Each on the draw. Oh, Keach almost got it back to enter, and Farmington's number 23 stepped in front of it. And now Farmington trying to get it loose. Schmidt has to wait for everyone to check up, and he does. Shot, blocker save, goes out to the slot, and can't get it through traffic. Bacco with a shot, and deflected off of multiple shin pads. Bacco with a big hit. Ullman slides it into neutral ice. Still down. And saved by Brecky. At this point, I'm guessing by golly on shots on goal, but I want to say it's probably somewhere around 11 to, let's call it 11 to 7 at this point. We'll see how close I am at the end of the period. Maybe I should check. Oh, good poke by Tosh. Tosh off to the races. Got one to beat. Oh, and deflected up into the netting. High in the netting. Doesn't make it through as a defenseman deflects that up out of play. It's a 2-on-1. Cox gets back on a back check and a great grab by Brecky. The trailing guy came in and the puck came across, slide through the slot, and he was there. And Brecky made a nice little slide over to make that save. Like enter on the face-off. He's got number 19 with him in the face-off, and won by Farmington. Farmington trying to get it out of the corner. He loses his edge. Ullman is able to clear it out to neutral ice. Number 9 throws it back in. Good kick by Bacco. Allows Ullman to get to the puck. Over for Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get it through. Over to Bacco. Bacco, mishandled and allowed number 5 to get in and keep it in the zone. Now Schmidt along the boards to Keach. Keach leaves it for Enter. Enter off the boards trying to find Ullman, and number 18 throws it in away from Ullman. Now Schmidt with it from behind the net. Feeds it over. Right to number 22. Pad save. Shot came out, and number 5 was there looking for the rebound and couldn't get the shot off. And Brecky with a good save there. Good look for Farmington. And with 5:08 left, first period, Scarlets with a 1-goal lead. Shots on goal, I'm going to say, are favoring Farmington. Possession, it's pretty close, but I'd probably give possession advantage to Farmington at this point. Dorzik on the faceoff gets it to the boards. Reddy throws it behind. 15 there for Farmington. Cox feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik into neutral ice. Dorzik trying to get around number 12. Can't, but Tosh is there to pick it up. Tosh from behind the net. Feeds it out to the point for Reddy. Reddy over. And a quick deflection by Dorzik just goes wide of the net. And Dorzik and Tosh battling in the corner. Tosh gets to it. Tried to toe drag around. And a shot from Dorzik goes around the boards. And a good hold by Reddy. And Farmington's number 2 gets it loose. Got 6 on the blue line with him. And still with it, number 2 behind the net. And Dorzik feeds it to Ullman out to the point. 13 holds. Shot blocked by Cox. And now 16 with it in the far corner. Out to the point. 13 tries to get it through traffic. Rewitzer says no. Dorzik backhands it into neutral ice and goes up into the locker room area for a stoppage of play with 4:02 left. First period. Charles with a 1-goal lead. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate your viewership. Give me a shout out of where you're watching from. I'll give you a shout out on air. I know we've got the Allmans watching. We've got, I think we've got some Dorziks up in upstate New York watching. And I know there's probably some Keaches out in Arizona. And last I checked, they were in the Caribbean. I'm not sure if they're still down there, but let me know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. And that shot's deflected up into the netting with 3:54 to go. If we can zoom in on this puck drop, see what we can see. Probably zoom in a little bit more on that, but that's what I have. And Enter gets it to the boards, and now there's a scrum. And shot. Brecky puts it to the glass. And out to the point, number 8 holds. And he's holding somebody down. I can't see who it is. Still holding him down. Referee's watching the whole darn thing. Ullman into the zone. Backhander goes and stick save to the boards. And Farmington coming out. Schmidt with a poke. And back to number 8 into neutral ice. The 3-on-2. Keach gets a piece of it and sends it wide. And now Enter ties his man up. Bockel comes in to help. Bockel trying to find the puck. Comes out. Keach with it. Back into the corner. Can't get it loose. Number 3 now. Gets it along the boards. 3 still with it. Schmidt all over him. Schmidt ties him up. And now Enter kicks it to Keach. Number 4 there to pick it up. And a battle. Still loose. 8 with a shot. Deflected by Ullman up onto the glass. Farmington still with it. Shot deflected by Enter. Ullman with a hit. Puts him into the boards. No call. Number 4 out to the point. Shot. Bockel there. And Bockel's going to clear all the way down for an ice. That'll get us a stoppage of play and a fresh set of legs on the ice. For the, well, both teams will get fresh set of legs. And we'll get a puck drop in the Scarlet End with 2:20 left, first period. Lisa down in Alabama. Thanks for tuning in, Lisa. Appreciate you. That puck goes all the way around by Reddy. Reddy. Cox gets it to neutralize. Dorzik going after it. Cox picks it up right at the blue line. Allows Reddy to throw it in. Glove grab. Farmington, he's going to hold on to that. And the ref says, all right. Then we'll blow the whistle dead, and we'll get a puck drop in the Tiger End with 2:06 left. And Todd, fanned on it in the slot. High slot shot. Block, pad save by number 5. Reddy takes a hit by 22, but Farmington able to clear it into neutral ice. Backhander by 19 gets it deep in the zone. Reddy goes after it. Big hit by 22 on Reddy, but he feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik into neutral ice. Dorzik coming in. He's got Cox in the slot. Oh, save. Brody can't find it. Look for a backhander. Taken down in the slot by number 5. Poked away. And Schmidt battling with number 22. Still battling. Gets it back into the zone. Allman's going to go after it. Allman picks it up. Got nobody. Allman a trip. And Allman draws the call. And that is going to give us a Scarlet. Where are you? Come on. That's going to be a Scarlet power play. So we're going to put number 5 in the box as a Scarlet to go on a power play. So we got some Tiger fans that are tuned in. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you. I don't have a roster. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll try to find a roster between periods and see if I can get some of the Tiger players for second and third period. So Scarlet's on a power play out there. The power play unit's going to be Tosh, Cox, Schmidt, Bockel, and Dorzik. Tosh feeds it back to Bockel. Bockel through neutral ice. Poked away by 16. 16 throws it deep. They might have themselves an odd man rush. And great blocker save by Brecky. And Tosh picks it up, feeds it back to Schmidt. Schmidt going to leave it for Dorzik. Dorzik through the zone into neutral ice. Leaves it for Tosh. Tosh over to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get through neutral ice. Lots of pressure, and Tigers are able to get it back into neutral ice. Dorzik looking for something. Dorzik leaves it back for Tosh. Tosh, he's got Bockel. Got Schmidt. Schmidt back to Tosh, and number 8 there. Aaron pass goes to Bockel, deflected off the roof, and out of play with 11 seconds left. All right, now Keach gets bumped. Oh, Keach back in the circle. And it's going to go all the way down. Number 6 going after it. He's going to get to it. Ready, giving chase. Ready steals it from him and tried to feed it to Keach, and that's going to take us to the end of the first period. All right, so we're going to get a fresh sheet of ice, and we'll get 13-minute intermission. So that'd be a great time to go grab a drink, grab a snack, let your dogs out, feed your goldfish, do whatever you need to do. We'll see you back here in 13 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we've got the Scarlets head down the stairs and back onto the ice. We're getting ready for the start of the second period. Shots on goal have been updated. We've got 11 for Farmington and 10 for the Scarlets. Going into the second period, Scarlets with a 1-goal lead. Scarlets will skate again on Friday. They'll host Minnesota River. And next week, we've got a second here. I'll give you a quick rundown of what we've got coming up next week. So on the 27th will be the crosstown rivalry rematch. The Scarlets will host the Cougars. And Mankato East faces Mankato West in that crosstown rivalry rematch. That'll be on the 27th. And so that'll be home. And then on the 29th, the Scarlets will head to Red Wing for that matchup. And then from there, we will be hosting the Blake School on February 7th. And then on the 10th, we will be in Owatonna facing off against the Huskies. And then the last regular season game will be at Apple Valley, Burnsville, to wrap up the regular season. And then from there, we'll go into the playoffs. We don't know what that playoff schedule will look like until we get to the end of the season, but that's what we have coming up. And Scarlets with 43 seconds left on a power play to start the second period. Dorzik out there with Cox and Bockel and the deep pair of Tosh and Schmidt. And Farmington's going to throw it all the way down and around to the near boards. Tosh is going to reverse for Schmidt. Number 22 on the forecheck, trying to slow things up. And Schmidt is going to get space into the zone. 18 giving chase. Goes right to the slot. Cox couldn't find it. Poked away by Farmington. And number 22 coming into the zone. Shot deflected by Dorzik and around the boards. Schmidt, he's got Cox on the near side. Cox into the zone. And he's going to wait. Feeds it to Tosh. Gives a hit. And goalie's there to make the save. And then number 2 gives a couple shots to Bockel, who is checking to make sure the goalie had it covered. And they're going to send the captain, number 12. He's going to go in for 2 minutes. My guess is a roughing. So number 12 is going to get a 2-minute roughing call. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 3 seconds, and then we'll be back on a 1-man advantage. Farmington coach wanting a little explanation from the referee. Yeah, I went over to the entrance to see if I could get a Farmington roster, and there was no one there. So I'll see if I can get a link here. It's like somebody sent me a link. I'll see if I can get that live and get some names for you. And out to neutral ice. Schmidt's going to feed it over to Allman. Allman trying to get it to Keach, number 8 there. Going to get it back into neutral ice. Allman trying to get pressure. Enter, and then Reddy gets to it. Reddy with it now. Reddy's going to feed it to Keach coming through the neutral ice. Keach through the slot. Can't get a shot off. Number 2 denies. Number 2 clears back to neutral ice. That's going to force Brecky to come out and play it. And 16 holds the zone as Brecky tried to clear. Allman reverses, trying to get it loose, and gets it to neutral ice. Allman through 2. Can't get around the third and back to neutral ice where Reddy picks it up. Reddy's going to throw it in, but Allman's got to check up. He does. And now Dorzik putting pressure along with Cox. Dorzik picks it up, gets it to the corner for Tosh. Tosh gets tied up, gets it loose, can't hold the zone. Tosh still with it. Tosh gets it deep. Backel on the far boards gets to it. Backel trying to get it turned. Number 8 disrupting. And clears all the way down into the scarlet end. Allows Farmington a line change. Out come 5 and 13 off the change. Schmidt, neutralized, gets it into the zone. Cox going after it. And Schmidt, good hold at the point, feeds it down, trying to find Backel, and cleared by number 9. And Farmington back to full strength. Dorzik in the scarlet end. Feeds it to Cox. Cox can't get to it. That's going to go all the way down. They're going to wave that off. Farmington goalie plays it to neutral ice. Number 5 with it into the zone. Allman putting pressure. Allman, lost the puck. Shot goes off the glass and around the boards to the point. 13 holds. Into the slot. Allman gets it to neutral ice. 13 picks it up. High stick. And that'll whistle that dead as Farmington touched the puck. So with 13:39, enter on the face-off. Farmington all the way around the boards. Ready, trying to hold. Number 4 gets it into the scarlet end. Out to the slot. Behind him, allowed Keach to grab it and get it to neutral ice. Big hit by 23 on Keach. And Farmington throws it back in. It's going to be on net, and Brecky's just going to hold that one with 13:17 left. Draw goes to the boards. Dorzik with it. Throws it to the near side. Brelgy reverses. Puck goes to the edge of the crease. And Reddy was able to poke it away. Puck goes to the far boards. Reddy out to the point. Held. Deflection by number 3 goes wide of the net to the right. Dorzik tried to get it turned. Comes to neutral ice. And Farmington throws it back in. Now Dorzik and number 4 battling for it along the boards. And Brelgy tried to get it loose from the slot, off the post and out. And Cox and 23 collide. And puck is loose. Everyone goes for line changes. Not everyone, but a few. Oh, it kicked by Enter. And Tosh throws it back down behind the net. Farmington. Nice stretch pass to number 22. Backel battling for it with 22. 22 comes out with it. Circle to the slot. Shot. Save. Brecky. And a clear by Backel to neutral ice. Allman putting pressure. Enter kicks it to Allman. Allman gets it turned. Feeds it to Keach. Keach. Allman could not stay in the zone. And trying to do some acrobatics to stay in the zone and couldn't do it. So that is whistled offside. So we'll bring it out to neutral ice with 11:48. Enter gets it into the zone. Farmington picks it up. 13 with a pass through traffic, gets it into the zone, and 19 goes after it. Enter there with pressure. Along the boards, Keach gets it to Enter. Enter gets it to Ullman. Ullman into the zone. Enter lost an edge. Ullman feeds it just out of the reach of Enter coming through the slot. And Farmington able to pick up possession in their end. Now Tosh gets it. And Enter fanned on a shot coming across by Tosh. And now Keachin, 18 battle for it. 19, I should say. Ooh, Dorzik trying to get around number 9. And goalie comes out to play it. And now here comes number 22. Got Bacco with him. Bacco with a good defensive move to break up the center pass. And now Dorzik trying to get the puck loose. Dorzik gets it loose, feeds it over to Cox. Pass behind him. And then Cox feeds it to Tosh, and that's in front of him. And Farmington able to throw it back in the zone. Schmidt off the boards and whistle dead. I'm not sure what that whistle was, but that's going to take it out to neutral ice. So a couple of you are putting out there that you've got the link to the roster, and I'm not seeing a link. So I can appreciate your effort to trying to get it, but it's not coming through on my end. So I'll see what I can do between periods, or if you can send that link in the chat, I'll see if I can get that open. We'll stick with numbers for now. Rewitzer with it, feeds it, trying to find Cox, and 16 there to break it up. Dorzik down low to Rewitzer. Rewitzer trying to get it loose, gets it to Tosh. Tosh feeds it over to Dorzik on this near side. Dorzik intercepted by 15. 15. And Rewitzer does a sliding block, but takes out the Farmington player. So there's a delayed penalty coming on the Scarlets. Blake Rewitzer takes his man out on a sliding block and blocks the shot, but also takes out the Farmington player. So Rewitzer will go in the box for 2 minutes, and the Scarlets will go on a penalty kill with 9:54 left in the second period. Out to the point, number 8 feeds it down for number 15. Ullman gets upended on that, no call. Number 8 feeds it down from the dot, shot, and they score on a quick shot from the far dot. Good look, a little bit of a screen, just enough. Find the back of the net to tie it up, one apiece at 9:39. Dorzik on the draw with number 4. Scarlets with it. Wait. So number 16 from 8 and 15, those are your scores for Farmington. Oh, that's a delayed penalty, and Dorzik's going to go now. So we got a little bit of a melee there, and I think they're going to send Schmidt. So Grady's going to go. So they missed the cross check to Grady Schmidt's head, but Grady comes back with a little redemption shot, and they call Grady on it. So Schmidt will go for 2 minutes. Now 22 and Keach on the draw. Ullman trying to get to it. And Farmington able to hold. Ullman trying to disrupt. And Bockel in there now. Farmington setting up their power play. Shot deflected. And that's an offside. So they'll take it back in. It should be in the Tiger end as he played the puck. So it should go into the Tiger end because a player played it instead of. And Farmington, number 22, one of the assistant captains, arguing his case. And the referee says, nope, it needs to go into the Tiger end. So there it goes. Dorzik on the draw with number 4. And comes out to neutral ice. Ready, throws it over for Bockel. Bockel deep into the zone. Dorzik waiting. Trying to get in front of it now. 22 with speed into the zone. 22 down low into the slot and cleared out of the zone by Tosh. Now Farmington. Dorzik trying to get in front of things. Tosh got a stick on it. Allows Ready to clear down back into the Tiger end. And that's going to go all the way down. And that's going to be an icing on the Tigers. 52 seconds left on the Schmidt penalty. 7:53 to go, second period. We'll have fresh lines out. Looks like it's going to be on the kill. Keach, Rewitzer, Ullman, and Ready for Farmington. Number 6, number 23, number 15, number 8, and I can't see who's on the draw. Number 16. And now number 23 with it. Ullman trying to get in front of him. Actually hit the ref's skate and slowed up. So Farmington trying to set up with speed through their zone into neutral ice. And they slow things up, set it up. Farmington, number 6, the number 8, down low, into the slot, blocked by Rewitzer. Gets around Keach, shot, hits number 23, takes him down. It hit him right in the skate. And Farmington's forced all the way back into their end with 5 seconds left on the penalty. Farmington trying to get into the zone. Number 16 with speed. Oh my goodness. Now Keach on a delayed penalty on a trip. And Brecky's going to cover that one. 6:54. We're going to go again. Just cleared a penalty. And now we're going to send Keach into the box for 2 minutes on a tripping call. No, on a slashing call. Sorry. So Keach will go. Well, if anything, the Scarlets are getting practice on their penalty kill. Not what we want, but what we get. So here we go. Out there for the Scarlets, Cox, enter, Bockel, and Schmidt. Number 12, down to number 3. 3 down low, feeds it back to him, and then Cox is able to clear all the way down. And the Tiger goalie will leave it for number 12. Number 12 with it, trying to get through traffic. Feeds it over to number 22, coming in with speed. 22 down low, behind the net. Out to the point. Back down low. And number 12, down to the end line. Through the slot, deflected out into neutral ice. I think that was Bockel. He got a piece of that. And that goes all the way down to the Tiger end. Oh, goodness, my clock's not working. All right, so we got 1 minute left. I reset the clock. 1 minute left on the Keach penalty. Looks like it's going to be Backel, Schmidt, Tosh, and Dorzik out on the kill. Number 16 for Farmington on the draw. And Dorzik gets it to the corner. Farmington to it. 23 out to the point. Near side to 15. 15 looking for an angle. From the dot. Shot blocked. Puck's loose. Oh, good hold by number 8. I don't know even how he found that, but he holds nonetheless. 15 now with it. Feeds it back out to the blue line. Number 8 trying to get around Dorzik. Dorzik all over him and finds the back of the net for the second power play goal of the game for Farmington, and they take the 2-1 lead with 5:22 left in the second period. Number 16 with the goal. That's good puck movement by the Tigers, moving that puck around the zone. Dorzik was all over him, but could not get his stick to interrupt the shot, and he finds the back of the net through traffic to give Farmington a 2-1 lead. Now enter on the draw with their captain, number 19. And that goes all the way down. Allman getting tangled up. So enter and number 19 on the draw. Puck still loose. Grassman trying to get to it. Allman trying to get to it. And number 22 gets it through. Now Brelgy with it. Brelgy trying to get away from number 22. And 22 gets it in the zone. And Brelgy and Enter all over it. Trying to get possession. Puck's tied up on the boards. 22 gives Enter a hit. Grassman picks it up. Grassman getting chased by 5. Gets it through. Around 5 and 18. Tied up by 18. Enter there to pick it up. And Farmington coming back the other way with it. Off the boards, 9. Trying to get it loose. Allman comes into the slot and picks it up. Allman can't get it loose, and Farmington throws it back into the zone. Ready with it. Ready. Near side. Back. Around for Allman. Allman gets it to Cox. Cox into the zone. Brody trying to get around number 18. 18 ties him up. Brody still battling for it and draws the foul. So Farmington now going to spend 2 minutes in the box. They're going to call Farmington on a trip. And they're going to spend number 19 is going to head in the box for 2 minutes. And the Scarlets will have themselves a power play. On the drives, Dorzik with, I think that's number 4. Referee's going to check to make sure the boys are out of the circle. And puck goes to the corner. Number 2 gets to it, out to the point. Held by Schmidt. Down low for Dorzik. Dorzik down to Backel behind the net. Backel can't get to it. And Farmington's able to clear all the way down. And Brecky's going to hold it. Schmidt has to race down. Good forecheck by number 4, hustling down to put pressure. Now Tosh with it. Tosh leaves it for Dorzik. Dorzik poked away, but Dorzik keeps it, gets it down low. Backel trying to get to it. Number 2 there. Number 2 ties it up. Cox trying to get it loose. Oh, Backel couldn't get to it. Shot deflected off the glass. Now Tosh. And Backel. Backel gets it to Tosh. Tosh can't get it turned. And Farmington able to clear all the way down. Brecky leaves it. Oh, stretch pass by Brecky to Schmidt. Schmidt into the zone. trying to get around number 8. Feeds it out for Bockel. Bockel back down for Schmidt. Schmidt down low for Cox. Brody trying to get it loose. Gets it to Grady. Grady. Bockel. And we got a breakaway. Number 5. And a great save by Blake Brecky. The sliding pad save on a breakaway. Errant play by Brecky. Not Brecky, by Brelging. No, Bockel. One of those guys, I don't know. Oh! And Braden Keach finds the rebound, and the Scarlets get themselves a power play goal to tie it up with 2:18 left in the second period. Good hustle and way to stay after it. And Keach is there to find the rebound. And that is a Scarlet goal by Braden Keach. And enter on the draw. And Farmington able to throw it in. Rewitzer goes down deep for it. Number 6 battling for it. 6 still with it. And a good feed by Enter. Brooks, Bockel, and Brody Cox with the assist. Oh, Brecky loses his edge. Has a hard time getting back into the crease, but does just in time. Now Allman into the zone. Allman. Keach tries to go 5-hole, and a good save by the goalie with 1:33 left. There's a good look, a good feed by Allman over to Keach. Keach had a good look, a good save by the goalie. And Dorzik on the draw. Gets it back to Tosh, who leaves it down to Bockel. Bockel down low. Bockel battling for it. He's got 3 Tigers on him, and they're going to bring it out. And Schmidt all over him, and he somehow gets through all that traffic and gets a shot off that is deflected high off the glass. Now, Dorzik looking for a shot, deflected off the glass. Now, Cox down low with it. Cox tried to feed it into the slot, and Farmington's number 8 there. No, number 6. And Brecky fights off a flurry coming through the crease and is able to cover. So we'll get a puck drop in the near dot in the Scarlet end with 55 seconds left. Second period, tied 2 apiece. Out for the Scarlet, it's going to be Enter on the draw. Allman and Keach on the wings. Schmidt and Bockel on D. Puck's loose, still loose. Keach gets it loose and into neutral ice, into the Tiger end, no ice. And Enter comes flying in, allows Keach to get to it. Keach takes a big hit. Allman now along the boards, battling. And puck comes out. Farmington, number 4, throws it on the boards, trying to get it to himself. And Schmidt is there to pick it up. Grady off the boards to Cox. Brody trying to get it turned. Does, but he's got 2 Tigers all over him. Cox back with it. Feeds it over to Bockel. Bockel trying to feed it to Allman. Allman hit by number 9, but gets it into the zone. Now 18. Allman gives a hit to 18. Now Cox. Oh, big collision, big collision. And that'll take us to the end of the second period, tied 2 apiece. I'll get you an update on shots on goal. Got a little hairy at the end there. I don't want to say tempers were flaring, but definitely energies were high. So we're gonna get a little chuck a puck going here as soon as all the players are off the ice, and we'll get about a 15-minute little intermission. We'll see you back here after we get a fresh sheet of ice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are set to go here in the third period. 17 minutes on the clock. We got a fresh sheet of ice, and we are set to go, tied 2 apiece here in All Seasons Arena. Mankato West Crowd is taking on the Farmington Tigers. And Dorzik on the face-off with number 19, and that is Buddy. I think Jack Buddy. I've got rosters. I'm not sure how well I'll do with pronunciations, but I did manage to get rosters. So thanks for all your help, you Farmington fans, on getting me some names. And shot goes off the edge, and it looks like the net was dislodged. So they'll get that reset, and then we'll get a puck drop in the Tiger end. 16:35. Schmidt with a look there, goalie on his line, and sends it up into the netting. Enter on the face-off with number 16. And that's going to be another penalty on the Scarlets on Ullman. So that's not how we wanted to start the third period. I was looking at the roster, so I didn't see the penalty, but Ullman will sit for 2 minutes. We'll see if the Scarlets can kill this penalty. And now Schmidt battling for it. Brecky with a good save. Rebound comes out. Farmington, good. Nice hold by number 8. That's Harrison with a hold. And goes around for number 15. And Keach battling for it. Number 15 is Gilling. And that comes out to neutral ice. And now number 16 with it. Feeds it back. And Keach trying to get to it. Number 16 with speed comes in. That's Gilling. It's a shot. Brecky puts it to the boards. Good hold at the point by number 15. Back out. Number 8 can't hold. That's Harrison. Can't hold. Harrison gets around Keach. Keach goes for a line change. Now Tosh pokes it away from Harrison. Still battling for it. And it's going to allow Dorzik to get it and get it loose, where number 8, Harrison's going to pick that back up. Now he feeds it over. 15 into the zone. Feeds it over to 18. Switch sides over to Harrison. Shot. Another save. 2 good saves by Brecky. 3 good saves by Brecky. A fan shot goes wide. And now Schmidt trying to get it loose. Finally comes out in a neutral ice. And that is Gilling trying to get it back into the zone. Number 8. Off the glass and around out to neutral ice. And number 12, that's Rogers, has to go back for it. Keach trying to get in front of it. Ullman comes out of the box. Scarlett's back to full strength. Schmidt off the glass. Ullman gets over there, picks it up. Ullman with it into neutral ice, trying to get around number 3 and can't. Puck's still loose. Now Ullman battling for it again with number 6. It goes into the Tiger end. Number 12 with it now. Throws it along the glass. Relji's there. Ullman's got to get back on side. And he does. Enter. Tried to feed it. And knocked down by number 12. That's Rogers. And on number 2, feeds it over to number 3. Relji trying to disrupt. 3 down low gets it. And Cox gets it loose, gets it around number 3, gets it into the zone, not deep. Number 2 picks it up, feeds it over for number 22 into the zone. And back and forth between number 22 and number 4. Shot goes right to Brecky's glove off a deflection. Oh, a quick puck drop. Dorzik throws it to the boards. Bockel throws it around for Cox. 19 disrupting, but Dorzik gets it loose, gets it to Tosh. Tosh into the zone. Tries to get it around, poked away, but Cox is there to pick it up. Brody trying to get it around number 2 and take it down and draws the penalty. And Tigers will touch that up, and the Scarlets, let me reset my clock. And they're going to send number 2 into the box. 2 minutes on a trip. And that will give the Scarlets a power play. And out there for the Scarlets, it's going to be Keach, enter. Allman, Reddy, and Schmidt. On the draw for Farmington is number 5, which is Harris. Oh, Harris gets bumped from the circle, and now it's going to be number 19, which is Buddy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's what I see. Farmington able to clear it all the way down, and Reddy and number 5 battling for it. Schmidt picks it up. Schmidt with speed, trying to get past 19 and 8, and does. Poked away by 19. 19 steals it from Schmidt and throws it to neutral ice for Reddy. Reddy poked away by number 5, and Brecky's just going to hold that one with 12:24 left. So we'll get a draw on the Scarlet end. Now Tosh. To Dorzik. Dorzik through neutral ice. Throws it around the boards for Cox. Brody gets it to the corner. What? Looking for a deflection. So Dorzik on the draw. He's got Bockel, Cox, Schmidt, and Tosh with him. Farmington wins the draw. Bockel comes in and picks it up. Cox tried to feed it into the slot. And then Schmidt, that's going to get sent up into the bleachers for stoppage of play. Out to the point, Schmidt over. Tosh tried to feed it over to Schmidt, and Farmington able to throw it all the way down. Now Brecky will hold and wait for Tosh to pick it up. Jacoby with it now. Leaves it for Dorzik. Keaton now with it into neutral ice. Into the zone. Dorzik down low, behind the net. Feeds it out to Tosh. Takes a big hit. Tosh with it over to the near side. Schmidt up top. Tosh fans on it. Gets it to Bockel. Bockel down low. Poked away. Bockel loses his edge. Goes right into the crease. And now Schmidt out to Bockel. Bockel from the high slot. Shot deflected. Wide. And now Dorzik looking for an angle. No angle had. Dorzik still with it. Leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt down low. Tough angle, goes off the glass and over to Tosh. Now Tosh can't get through traffic. To Schmidt, Grady holding, and Farmington able to clear. Reddy picks it up, coming off the bench. Reddy's got number 22. He's going to throw it to the near boards. 15 comes in and it's deflected up into Brecky's pads, and he's just going to hold and cover. On the draw, looks like it's going to be Gilling for Farmington. And Scarlett's now Rewitzer with it. Rewitzer gets it to Enter, trying to get it to Keach. Keach gets it out, can't get out of the zone, trying to feed it to Allman. And now Enter gets it to Keach. Keach and Allman trying to get to it, and they can't. Farmington picks it up in a neutral ice. Keach on a nice back check, breaks it up, and gets it. Keach trying to get it to Rewitzer. Farmington coming the other way. So 3-on-2, and a good block by Reddy off his pad. Allman got a stick on it, but goes back into the scarlet end. And touched up, but not enough. That's going to be an icing. And of course, I didn't start my clock. So we're at 9:38. I'm going to see if I can get shots on that. Just trying to get an update on the shots on net. So that's accurate as of right now. Shots on net. So we're at 9:19. We're going to neutralize drop. Going to be Dorzik drawing against number 4, which is Dapper, Isaac Dapper. And Schmidt to Dorzik in the neutral ice. Farmington there to throw it back into the scarlet end. Schmidt goes after. 23 giving him chase. That's a hook. Schmidt's going to go into the box for another 2 minutes for hooking. I don't know if maybe that was number 23. That's Grant. I don't know if Grant had his stick in his armpit. It kind of almost looked like a hold, but they're going to put Schmidt in. With 9:02, we're going to go on the penalty kill, and we're going to send Grady Schmidt in for 2 minutes. Allman clears all the way down, and Allman's going to give chase. Allman still disrupting. Farmington finally gets into the zone. Allman almost with a slash there. Sticks go flying. Reddy lost his stick, so got a defenseman without his stick. Reddy tried to grab it and can't, so he's got to back up. And then Keach is able to clear. That'll allow Reddy to grab his stick. Farmington setting up. Feeds it over to number 22. That is Donahue. And Keach and Allman got a 2-on-2. Allman slides into the slot. Poked away by number 12, but allows Allman to get to it. Allman still with it. Allman, just out of his reach. Can't get a shot off. But he's still got the puck. He's just tying it up. Allman does a good job. And he's gonna take them both. All right, they're gonna take them both. So number 22, that is Donahue. And Allman is going to go. So they're going to give both of them a 2-minute roughing, I think, is what they're calling on that. Should be offsetting, so they shouldn't even put that. Those shouldn't be up on the board though, because they're offsetting. So yep, there now they're taking them off. So they give them 2 minutes for roughing. Oh, wait. They're sending Allman. They're doing a lot of discussion. They're trying to figure out what to do with these two because I want to say they're both going to get 2 minutes for roughing. They're trying to figure out who's going to have what on the ice. It should be 5-on-4, but I'm not sure what the conversation is. But from what I know, it should be a 5-on-4 with Schmidt serving another 45 seconds, and the other two should be offsetting. Probably shouldn't even be up on the board, but they're doing a lot of conversations with the coaches on this. Referee's still talking it through. So if only I had a mic on one of the refs, I have a better understanding. But I don't. So we'll see what they announce here. As soon as I know more, I'll let you know. Been so long ago, I'm not sure they know what was going on. I have no idea. They're going to go 4-on-3. I'm not sure why. They gave him a 4. All right, so Isaac's going to get a 4-minute major on that one. So it's a double minor for Allman. So Tigers are going to have a man advantage for the next 4 minutes. Now 16 in the zone. It drops it to this point. Number 8 slides it down. Pad save. Fanned on a shot. Allowed Bockel to get it loose. Bockel's going to throw it down. And that'll clear. So now it should be 4-on-4 for another minute. Shot blocked by Bockel. Brooks Bockel, maybe a breakaway. 8-16 got back nicely on a back check. Feeds it back to the point. Schmidt tried to get it back down low, and it goes up out of play with 6:32. So they put number 22 in, and he's got 46 seconds on his penalty. So we'll put that up on the board as well so you guys can see that. So we're 4-on-4 for another 46 seconds. And then Scarlett will be down a man for 2 minutes. Now Tosh and Dorzik on a forecheck, putting pressure. And Tosh got a stick on it and goes into the bench. Farmington trying to clear. Schmidt with a pinch, feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik, shots by Tosh, blocked by the goalie, and Farmington coming back the other way. Tosh with a great back check, steals it, and feeds it to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to leave it for Tosh. Tosh through neutral ice, into the zone. Gets around 12. Feeds it for Dorzik. Poked away by number 4. Good defensive move. And now Tigers back to full strength. So they're on a power play. And Schmidt doing a good job of disrupting, gets it back to neutral ice. Scarlett's going a line change. Out comes Enter and Keach. Schmidt and Backel out there as well. Oh, good feed to number 22. Over from the dot. Number 5 off the hardware and up into the netting. Number 5, that is Harris with a shot that hits hardware and goes up into the netting, out of play with 5:21 left. Tied 2 apiece. Scarlett's on a penalty kill on a double minor for Ullman. Now Farmington. Number 12. Oh, shoot. Braden Keach just went down. Blocked the shots. And they score a power play goal to take a 3-2 lead with 5:08 left. And Keach is hurt. It looked like Braden took that shot right to the wrist, right above the glove. So hopefully he's okay. But there's a fine spot on the arm where there's no protection, and I think Braden just took that shot right to that unprotected area. So hopefully he's okay. Enter and number 16, which is Gilling, on the draw. Ullman gets it, looking for a backhander, trying to find Grassman coming in, goes all the way around, and a good hold and a deflection by Grassman, and the goalie makes the save. Oh, it looks like Keach is okay because he was coming out for a line change. So that's good news. Looks like Braden's going to continue to skate. Farmington in, and that's going to be an ice. So that'll take it back down into the Tiger end with 4:46 left. And Tigers are waved off on a line change. Referee said you already had your time to change. Schmidt down low. Schmidt loses it on the edge of his stick. Oh, Backel, careful. 3-on-2, trying to get around Cox. Brody got enough of it to deflect it wide. Now Dorzik and Backel to Cox. Brody gets it deep. Brody's going to go after it. Number 16 giving chase. Now Dorzik down low along the boards. 15 trying to clear and can't. Gets it to 9. 9 feeds it up to number 6. And Brecky with a good save, pad save. Dorzik over to Schmidt. Schmidt through traffic, off the stick of Cox, and then to Farmington. Now Bockel picks it up. Bockel, not a lot of speed. And that back check by number 16, he almost stole it. And my gosh, Jacoby Tosh with a game tying shot. And that is a Scarlet goal by Jacoby Tosh. To tie it 3 apiece with 3:42 to go. Enter and Donahue. Square off. Shot goes high. Braden Keats with the assist. Number 19 for Farmington picks it up, takes a hit by Reddy around the boards. And shot, pad save, deflection comes out. Number 19 couldn't find it. Allman taking a couple hits in front of the Scarlet bench. And Farmington gets it in, but that's going to be an icing. So 2:54 left. We'll go back into the Tiger zone. Dorzik on the draw. He's got Tosh and Cox with him on the wings. Bockel and Schmidt on D. Goes around. Schmidt holds. Can't find it. Still looking for it. Cox pokes it down along the boards. Farmington picks it up. They're going to bring it out into neutral ice. 23 with it. Skates it in. Poked away. Deflection goes around. And the near boards. Number 9 on a pinch. That's Sullivan. Can't get it loose. Bockel with it now into neutral ice. Bockel puts the brakes on. Takes a shot. Deflection goes wide. Goalie made a good save. Cox was there, but couldn't get it on net. Allman puts a pinch. Oh, shoot. Oh, we got a breakaway. Number 3. Shot. Finds the back of the net to take a 4-3 lead. That's a good-looking shot. Took this weak side and just to the right of Brecky. It's a good shot. So 2:06 left. Scarlets down by 1. Tigers up 4-3. Enter on the draw. Got Cox and Allman on the wings. Nope, sorry, Keach. Farmington throws it deep around the boards. Rewitzer there. Rewitzer leaves it for Keach. Keach hits Allman. Neutral ice. Allman into the zone. Gets around number 2 down low along the boards, trying to leave it for Enter. And Farmington able to clear. Schmidt trying to get to it. Number 4 trying to get it away from Reddy. And Keach comes back for it and picks it up. Keach going to throw it down for Schmidt. I guess if we can get it in the zone, they're going to pull Brecky. Waiting. Schmidt. Schmidt gets it in, hits number 2. Got to wait because number 2 is not with it. We got to hold the zone. Schmidt at the point holds. Shot through traffic. Goalie gives Allman a shove on the way by. So, minute 18, Scarlet's going to take a timeout. So we'll drop them in on that timeout. So Chad Rademacher says that East won 4-1 over Minnesota River. So Scarlets will skate against Minnesota River on Friday. So thanks for the update on that game. Also, a quick update. I don't know if any of you are interested in this, but Nate Fuller and I will be broadcasting the adaptive floor hockey game. There's a home game tomorrow night at West, and Fuller and I are going to broadcast that one. So if you've never checked out an adaptive floor hockey game, it's a lot of fun. The kids they work really hard, and the adaptive floor hockey team is a combined team between East and West. And they've actually made the state tournament, I want to say the last 3 years running now. And so we try to do their home games when it fits our schedule. So our first adaptive floor hockey game that we'll be broadcasting will be tomorrow night. I want to say it's 4 o'clock at West High School. So if you want to show up, great. Come on down to West High School for that game. They usually last about an hour. And if you don't want to make your trek down to the high school, you can just tune in on the broadcast. So empty netter, 1:18 left. Scarlet's down by a goal. And Farmington getting sticks on it, but puck comes out. Tosh to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an angle. Tosh. Shot through traffic. Still loose. Can't find it. Everyone trying to get it loose. And now there's a scrum. They're going to pull it to neutral ice. Apparently they were saying that the Scarlets did something in the crease, which makes the draw come out into neutral ice. We're going to keep it empty net, and that's going to get flicked up, and that's going to be an icing call. So now we'll go back into the Tiger end for a draw. All right, so Tosh, Keach, Cox, Bockel, Dorzik, and Schmidt. 52 seconds. Schmidt holds. Farmington gets it out. And they find the back of the net. 45 seconds left. They get an empty netter to make it 5-3. So a little bit of a grind here, ladies and gentlemen. Good game tonight. And Keach to Bockel. Bockel's going to get it into the zone. Now Allman, the wraparound look into the crease. Puck comes back out and kicked by Bockel. And that's going to go all the way down for another icing call with 24 seconds left. So we'll head down the Tiger end for another draw with 24 seconds left. Down by 2. Dorzik on the draw. And out to neutral ice. Bockel tried to feed it for Schmidt, and number 7 was there to pick it up. Farmington still with the puck. Poked away by Cox. Cox has to wait for Allman to get on side. Schmidt now. Temper's flaring there a little bit. Temper's flaring a little bit. We're going to wrap this thing up. Good hard fought game between both teams. And the Farmington Tigers are going to come out with the win. 5-3 is your final score. Scarlets will skate again on Friday. They'll host Minnesota River. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. And until the next game, stay fit, keep sharp, make good decisions.